Dear respected thầy, dear brothers, dear sisters, and dear friends.
尊敬嘅老師，尊敬嘅僧團，同埋各位朋友。
Good morning. Welcome to our morning of mindfulness, online practice of Asian Institute of Light Buddhism, Plum Village, Hong Kong.
早晨，歡迎大家收睇我哋亞洲應用佛學院今天早上嘅在線禪修。
I am now sitting in front of the camera with brothers and sisters in the Buddha Hall.
而家我係面對鏡頭，跟住我前邊係有我嘅同修兄弟姊妹喺呢個蓮池寺嘅大殿上邊。
So you are with us and you are not alone there.
你係同我哋一齊㗎，你唔係單獨一個人㗎。
And today is a beautiful day. We have warm sunshine and birds singing.
今日係一日好美麗嘅一天，我哋有溫暖嘅陽光同埋雀仔喺度唱歌。
So we will start our session with guided sitting meditation, singing meditation. Then we will have Dharma Talk, followed by slow walking meditation, and we will end with total relaxation.
今天我哋嘅禪修項目包括呢個指引嘅坐禪，跟住我哋會有唱歌禪，然之後有佛法開示，跟住係有室內嘅漫步行禪，同埋最後係深度放鬆嘅練習。
And this morning we have a chance to practice guided sitting meditation.
今天早上大家有機會收集指引坐禪。
Guided sitting meditation is a way for us to return home and take care of our body.
指引坐禪係讓我哋可以返去自己嘅身體，去照顧自己嘅身體。
We can sit in such a way that we feel happy and comfortable.
我哋可以放鬆咁樣坐喺度，我哋要感覺好愉快。
Keep our back straight.
保持你嘅腰背挺直。
We can close our eyes or open our eyes.
你可以將眼睛閉上，或者係微微張開。
During sitting meditation, we relax our body.
喺整個坐禪嘅期間，請你放鬆整個身體。
And we follow our in-breath and out-breath.
我哋只係跟隨我哋嘅吸氣同埋呼氣。
And this exercise to help us recognize our breath and stop thinking about the past and the future.
我哋今天早上嘅練習幫助我哋去跟隨我哋嘅呼吸，然之後可以令心思停下嚟，唔去想過去或者係未來。
Just listen to the sentences and calmly and gently practice what they are guiding us to do it.
就只係聽住指引，好平靜咁樣去跟住指引，咁樣去收集。
And we will start with 3 sounds of the bell.
我哋以3下嘅磬聲嚟開始今天早上嘅坐禪。
Breathing in, I know I am breathing in.
吸氣，我知道我正在吸氣。
Breathing out, I know I am breathing out.
呼氣，我知道我正在呼氣。
In, out.
吸氣，呼氣。
Breathing in, I see myself as a flower.
吸氣，我睇到自己係一朵花。
Breathing out, I feel fresh.
呼氣，我感覺清新。
Flower, fresh.
一朵花，清新。
Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain.
吸氣，我見到自己係一座山。
Breathing out, I feel solid.
呼氣，我感覺穩固。
Mountain, solid.
一座山，穩固。
Breathing in, I see myself as still water.
吸氣，我睇見自己係一池靜水。
Breathing out, I reflect all that is.
呼氣，我如實反照。
Still water, reflecting.
靜水如實反照。
Breathing in, I see myself as space.
吸氣，我睇見自己係空間。
Breathing out, I feel free.
呼氣，我感到自在。
Space, free.
空間，自在。
So thank you so much for practicing guided sitting meditation together.
非常感謝大家與我哋一齊收集呢個指引嘅助禪。
So the next activity is singing meditation.
下一個項目係歌唱禪。
So the first song is Happiness is Here and Now.
第一首唱嘅歌係快樂是此時此地。
So, dear respected Thai, dear respected brothers and sisters and dear friends, we are going to enjoy the song Happiness is Here Now. If you know this song already, please sing along with us at home. And if not, at the first time, you can listen to us and we sing the second time and you can sing along with us too.
我哋將會唱嘅歌係快樂是此時此地。如果你已經熟悉呢一首歌，可以同我哋一齊唱。如果你仲未熟悉呢一首歌嘅話，我哋唱第一次嘅時候，你可以用心留意，然之後可以跟住一齊唱。
2, 3. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. Yeah. So another order, that is the song Island of the Self. Yeah.
另外一首歌係心中島嶼 Island of the Self。
Seem like during this time we have to stay at home.
喺呢一個疫情嘅期間，我哋好似都要留喺屋企。
So we can easy to enjoy our island.
我哋可以享受自己心中嘅島嶼。
Yeah, so we hope that this song will help you to enjoy your island.
希望呢一首歌可以讓大家去享受自己心中嘅島嶼。
And we will sing 2 times too. And we will sing 2 times.
我哋會唱2次嘅。
Breathing in, I go back to the island within myself. There are beautiful trees within the island. There are clear streams of water. There are birds, sunshine, and fresh air. Breathing out, I feel safe. I enjoy going back to my island.
Breathing in, I go back to the island within myself. There are beautiful trees within the island. There are clear streams of water. There are birds, sunshine, and fresh air. Breathing out, I feel safe. I enjoy going back to my island.
So the next activity is Dharma sharing, Dharma talk by Sister Đạo Nghiêm.
下一個環節係佛法開示，由我哋嘅道嚴法師主持。
Dear respected Thai, dear respected brothers and sisters,
尊敬嘅老師、尊敬嘅同修兄弟姊妹們、
and dear friends,
各位朋友，
let's start our sharing with one sound of the bell.
我哋以1下嘅慶聲開始今天早上嘅佛法開示。
Breathing in, I know I am online.
吸氣，我知道我正在線上。
Breathing out, I smile.
呼氣，我微笑。
And we are online now.
我哋都正在學習在線。
Actually, this is not my first time to share in front of the big audience. But I'm still feel really nervous.
其實今次並非我第一次係喺鏡頭前面分享，但係我仍然感到非常緊張。
So please breathe with me.
請大家同我一齊呼吸。
So as you see on the board, the theme of our sharing today is breathe. We are online.
今日嘅主題係吸氣，我哋正在線上。
So thanks to the technical, even though we are in different places, but we still can connect to each other.
感恩呢個科技嘅發達，就算我哋喺唔同嘅地方，我哋都仍然可以一齊。
So it's really important for us to aware which line for us to choose.
我哋係需要非常謹慎，知道我哋係揀緊邊一條線。
So we can connect to the nourish element.
讓我哋可以與呢個滋養嘅成分接上。
So we can become a mindful onliner.
咁我哋就可以成為一個有正念嘅上網者。
I still remember last sharings in 2 weeks ago.
我仲記得2個禮拜前我哋嘅分享。
That we heard from Thầy Pháp Khom's sharing about mindfulness.
法音法師同我哋開示有關正念嘅收集。
And how to cultivate mindfulness in our daily activities.
如何喺我哋日常生活中去培養正念？
So today we also continue with that spirit.
今日嘅開示亦都係同樣係用呢個主題。
Like just now, I used the word onliner.
剛才我用我哋嘅呢個字在線者 onliner。
So it's really important for us to aware which line we are going on.
呢個係非常之重要，我哋需要覺知道我哋係喺邊一條線上邊行緊。
The line lead to the past.
嗰條線係帶我哋翻去過去啊，
Or the line lead us to the future.
定係帶我哋去未來？
Or if we are not mindful enough, we may choose the line lead us to sorrow or violence too.
如果我哋唔夠正念嘅話，可能我哋會選擇咗一條線係帶我哋去悲傷。
So there may be has a question that how to keep our mindfulness while we online.
所以問題係我哋喺上網嘅時候點可以保持正念？
And in our tradition, we have a practice we call bell of mindfulness.
喺我哋嘅傳承，我哋有一個修習叫做正念鐘聲。
Like at the beginning, we start with 3 sounds of the bell.
好似我哋開始活動嘅時候，我哋會以3下嘅輕聲嚟開始。
And after that, during the session of guided meditation, we also have the bell invite between each guidance.
喺指引助禪嘅中間，每一個指引，我哋都會有1下嘅輕聲去帶領我哋。
So when we listen to the sound of the bell, we are invited to come back to the present moment and special our body.
當我哋聽到慶聲嘅時候，或者鐘聲嘅時候，就邀請大家返嚟此時此刻，同埋去聆聽我哋嘅腹部。
And normally we often to invite all the practitioner or participant to pay attention to our belly.
通常我哋會邀請我哋嘅參加者去專注佢哋嘅腹部嘅。
At the movement of rising and falling of our belly.
去專注佢上升同埋下降。
So now I also invite all of us to put our hand to our belly.
而家我亦都邀請大家將我哋嘅手擺喺我哋嘅腹部上邊。
And now there is a sound of the bell will be invited.
將會有一下慶聲係會被邀請嘅。
So we just mere recognize the movement of our belly.
我哋只要去留意我哋嘅腹部嘅上升同埋下降。
And at the next sound of the bell, I would like to invite all of us to practice smile.
喺下一下嘅慶聲，我邀請大家一齊收集微笑。
Because somehow when we try to focus on something, we may make our body get tense.
因為有時如果我哋太專注喺其中一樣嘢嘅時候，我哋可能令到身體好緊張。
So the practice of smiling may help us to release our tension.
所以微笑嘅收集可以幫助我哋放鬆。
So as we listen to the next sound of the bell, as we breathe in, we recognize our breathing, and as we breathe out, we just let the smile bloom on our lips.
所以喺下一下嘅慶聲，當你吸氣嘅時候，你留意你正在吸氣；當你呼氣嘅時候，你就讓一個微笑喺嘴角上邊掛上。
So this is look really simple practicing, but special when we are in the not good mood. So it's not easy at all.
雖然呢個係好簡單嘅收集，但係當我哋心情唔好嘅時候，就唔係咁容易收集啦。
So it's more easier for us now. We are in a good mood. Nothing really disturbs us. So let's start it.
所以喺我哋而家心情好，冇任何騷擾我哋嘅心緒嘅時候，我哋就開始去練習。
Don't wait till we encounter the difficulty situation or a challenge situation that we practice.
唔好等到我哋遇到困難或者遇到挑戰先至去收集。
And one suggestion for our newcomers, or even though we are long-term practitioner, that is, we practice small commitment.
有一個小小嘅提議，如果你係初學者，甚至無係已經係跟我哋收集咗好耐嘅朋友，我哋可以收集一個小小嘅承諾。
So we can, nowadays, most of us, we all have telephone or smartphone, right?
而家我哋每人都有一個手提智能電話，係咪？
So we can set our phone once after 15 minutes or 30 minutes.
我哋可以將我哋嘅手機校每15分鐘或者每30分鐘。
Or even though when we have a phone ringing,
又或者聽到呢個電話鈴聲響嘅時候，
we can make good use these sound for us to practice stopping and smiling to ourselves.
我哋可以利用呢一啲鈴聲幫助我哋去收集，停下嚟。
So by creating and maintaining this small habit, so it helps us to cultivate the long habit.
我哋由呢少少嘅承諾收集開始，可以幫我哋培養一個長久嘅習慣。
So even though it's just a few seconds for us to stop, but the benefit is really great.
就只係停下嚟幾秒鐘，呢一個已經係對我哋有好大嘅好處。
Because nowadays we are easy to be pulled away in our working or many things that easy to pull us away.
而家有好多事情可以將我哋心緒帶走㗎，好似我哋嘅工作啦，或者好多其他嘅嘢。
But by practice stopping and smiling to ourselves, it can reduce a lot.
所以我哋可以通過停下嚟，同埋向自己微笑，去減低呢一啲經常帶走我哋嘅心緒嘅時刻。
For example, we all know the situation nowadays. But just now, when we practice mindful breathing, we recognize our body. Do we aware there's still many good conditions within this body?
我哋都好察覺到而家社會上面嘅狀況。喺剛才我哋收集呢個呼吸嘅練習嘅時候，你有冇發覺喺你身上仍然有好多好嘅元素呢？
Our heart still beat normal.
我哋嘅心仍然正常地跳動。
Our two eyes still look clearly.
我哋雙眼仍然可以睇得好清楚。
And we still breathe.
我哋仍然可以呼吸。
So it's really important for us to stop and recognize the good conditions still available for us.
所以我哋如果能夠停下嚟去察覺我哋原來仲有好多好嘅因緣喺我哋身上。
So there are many means for us to make good use in this practice.
我哋有好多方法可以令我哋收集。
For example, just now we mentioned about using our smartphone.
好似剛才我哋提到，可以用我哋嘅智能電話，
Or even though the traffic light,
街上邊嘅交通燈，
or make good use our watch,
我哋嘅手錶，
so we can make a commitment to ourselves. Like whenever we feel the touching between our hands with our watch, that is the moment for us to come back to our breathing.
我哋可以做一個小小嘅承諾。每當我哋察覺我哋嘅手上面嘅手錶同我哋嘅皮膚接觸嘅時候，我哋就翻去呼吸。
And we allow ourselves to enjoy within that 3 breaths.
我哋就讓自己喺3次呼吸入邊，盡量享受嗰個時間。
So I suggest that we can make a small note for each of us.
我哋可以寫一張小小嘅 note。
If you continue to follow our online day of mindfulness,
如果你繼續跟隨我哋嘅在線收集，
so every day you can take notes for yourself.
每一日你可以寫低一啲日記。
By following how many times that you can practice stopping and come back to yourself.
寫低你每一日可以收集到幾多次真係停下來，同埋翻去自己嘅呼吸。
And you can observe the benefit.
慢慢你可以睇到佢嘅收效。
And we can become a mindfulness doctor.
我哋可以自己成為正念嘅醫生。
And the coming talks, our brother and sister will share more in different means of practicing.
喺跟住嚟嘅開示入邊，我哋其他嘅同修兄弟姊妹會同大家分享有更多其他嘅方法去收集。
And after it's sharing like that, you can take note for yourself how you follow that practice.
喺每一次我哋介紹咗收集之後，你可以自己寫低一啲少少嘅記事，你點樣去跟隨我哋介紹嘅收集。
So we can turn our practice become more practical and meaningful.
你可以由呢少少嘅收集入邊，點樣可以令到自己得益，同埋更加有意義。
And we can set our small commitment, just 3 minutes or 5 minutes.
我哋可以定我哋嘅呢個少少嘅承諾，可以係3分鐘或者係5分鐘。
We don't have to make so huge picture or huge plan that we feel so difficult to fulfill, to achieve.
你唔需要將呢個目標定得太大，令到自己覺得好難去實行。
And I know that during this time, we have more chance to be with our family.
喺呢一段期間，我哋有多啲嘅時間可以同家人一齊。
Before we have COVID-19, we easy to say that, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time, even though for my meal.
喺呢個冠狀病毒疫情之前，我哋成日都話我哋好忙啊，就算一齊食飯都冇時間。
But look like COVID-19 give us more time.
好似呢個冠狀病毒疫情俾我哋更多嘅時間咁。
to be with ourselves and to our family members too.
與自己相處同埋與家人相處。
And one of special time we can be with our family members, that is meal time.
其中一個好特別嘅場合就係我哋可以同家人一齊食飯。
And in Hong Kong, when we before COVID-19, we also have a retreat.
喺香港喺呢個疫情之前，我哋都有一啲禪修營㗎。
And we heard many sharing that they just have around 10 or 5 minutes for their lunch.
我哋嚟參加禪修營嘅朋友分享，可能佢只係得5或者10分鐘去食佢嘅午餐。
But even though 5 or 10 minutes, is also our time, right?
就算5分鐘、10分鐘，都係我哋自己嘅時間，啱唔啱？
It means that we have full right within that 5 or 10 minutes.
我哋係有權喺呢5至10分鐘。
So even though now we have more time for our meal, but do you really free and enjoy that time with your family?
雖然而家有更多嘅時間，你係咪能夠真係可以同你嘅家人一齊共享呢一餐呢？
Or staying at home too long and we feel bored or we take for granted for this time, this chance?
定係你留喺屋企已經太耐，覺得好悶啦？
Even though for our monastic, we stay in temple and we have to interact and face to each other whole day.
我哋留喺寺廟，我哋都要整天係同大家聯繫㗎。
But we still remain the practice of mindful eating every meal.
雖然係咁，但係我哋每一餐都會收集正念進餐。
In monastery, we remain that silent meal around 20 minutes.
喺寺廟入邊，我哋會有20分鐘嘅止語進食。
But I don't encourage you to practice like that at home.
我唔鼓勵大家喺屋企都係每一餐用20分鐘止語進食。
But you can try only 5 minutes in having meal in silence.
但係你可以嘗試用5分鐘靜靜咁樣，淨係食飯。
And we don't have to wait till we sit at the table that we start our mindful eating.
我哋唔需要等到坐埋餐台先至開始我哋嘅正念進食㗎。
But we can start when we are preparing the table.
我哋可以從準備呢個餐桌開始去收集正念。
For example, the wife may prepare the food.
可能太太喺度煮飯煮餸，
So the husband and children can help to set the table.
丈夫同埋家中嘅小朋友就可以幫手擺台啦。
And we can generate the joy while we are doing it.
當我哋做呢啲工作嘅時候，我哋可以培養呢個喜悅嘅心情。
If we think that that is something that we have to do, so we lose our joy.
如果我哋覺得呢啲係一定要做嘅嘢，我哋可能就失去咗喜悅嘅心啦。
But if we know how to cultivate the togetherness in preparing food together,
但係如果我哋懂得點樣去一齊培養我哋一齊去準備一餐嘅話，
and that moment become legendary moment.
嗰一刻就變成傳奇嘅一刻啦。
For our monastic, it's really important moment when we have meal with our teacher.
我哋作為出家人，如果能夠同老師一齊食飯，係非常之重要嘅時間。
Before we start eating, he always asks us,
同老師一齊食飯之前，開始食飯之前，老師通常會問我哋一個問題。
he asks, sometimes we ask us to read out the mantra.
有時佢會叫我哋讀出一個咒語，
Or sometimes we may ask us, do you know what is the time now?
又或者佢會問知唔知呢一刻係咩時刻啊？
As a disciple of Zen Master, sometimes we hesitate that we may answer wrongly.
作為老師嘅徒弟，有時我哋都驚會答錯咗嘅。
So he really kindly smiles us and say, this is a legendary moment.
老師非常和藹咁樣微笑，同我哋講呢一個係傳奇嘅一刻。
Or he may say, this is the happy moment.
又或者佢會話呢個係幸福嘅一刻。
Because the time to be with each other, that is really precious.
因為可以一齊嘅時間係非常之珍貴㗎。
So the food in front of us is also a kind of food.
我哋面前嘅食物係一種食物，
But the presence of our family members, of our community, that is also a kind of food too.
而家人嘅存在或者我哋同修門嘅存在，亦都係另外一種食物。
Because that collective energies is really nourish ourselves and nourish others.
呢個集體嘅能量真係可以滋養到我哋，同埋滋養到其他人。
So when all the family members sit at the table already, so we can have a few seconds to look all the table to recognize clearly the face of each member in our family.
當所有家人都坐齊咗喺餐桌前邊，我哋可以用一啲時間去逐個家庭成員去望下佢，去知道佢哋都喺度同我哋一齊。
And then we can start to hold our bowls of food up
然之後可以拎起我哋嘅飯碗，
to really look deeply into our food.
可以真係好深深咁樣去觀察我哋碗入邊嘅食物。
What kind of vegetable that we have today?
我哋今日有啲咩飯菜呢？
The fragrance,
係啲咩香味呢？
and the color,
顏色呢？
and we can see how hard and how lovely that our mother or our father prepare the food for the family.
我哋可以睇到我哋爸爸或者媽媽去準備呢一餐係用咗幾多心思同埋努力。
And we can say thanks to them.
你可以直接同佢哋講一聲多謝，
And then the whole family can enjoy the meal in silence about 3 to 5 minutes.
然之後我哋全家人一齊可以去開始進食， 用止語嘅方法進食，大概維持3至到5分鐘止語。
And after that silent moment, we can have some story or conversation.
喺呢3至5分鐘嘅止語進食收集過咗之後，我哋可以開始有啲交談，或者係講一啲故事。
But that conversation or that story, we have to be mindful also.
呢啲交談或者係故事嘅內容，我哋都要保持正念。
Because if we are not aware, that story or that conversation may not nourish enough.
如果我哋唔能夠保持到覺察嘅話，可能故事嘅內容或者係交談嘅內容唔能夠滋養我哋。
We know that life is also have a lot of difficulty and challenge.
你知道生命入邊都係通常會有一啲困難或者係挑戰㗎。
But we don't have to let it overwhelm us.
我哋唔需要俾呢一啲困難或者係挑戰去掩蓋咗我哋。
If we are skillful enough, we can make good use of it.
如果我哋係夠善巧嘅話，我哋可以好好利用呢一啲困難或者係挑戰嘅。
Like the farmer, they know how to make good use the compost to grow veggie for us.
好似農夫懂得點樣去用呢個堆肥嚟到種植我哋嘅蔬菜。
So we can make good use our difficulties or challenge to grow our understanding and love.
所以我哋可以好好咁樣利用我哋嘅困難或者去挑戰，去培養我哋嘅理解同埋愛。
So there's another suggestion for us.
有另外一個提議。
Even though during meal time, we also set bell of mindfulness.
就算喺進餐嘅期間，我哋都可以設立一個正念嘅鐘聲。
So during our meal time, when we hear that bell sound up, we can come back to our breathing.
喺進餐期間，如果你聽到正念鐘聲響起嘅時候，我哋可以收集返去呼吸。
So it helps us to aware that are we eating the real food?
咁樣可以幫我哋察覺我哋係咪真係食緊啲食物，
or what we are eating.
定係我哋食緊其他嘅嘢呢？
The food in our bowl we can call edible food.
喺我哋飯碗入邊嘅食物，我哋可以叫做進食嘅食物。
And what we hear, what we touch, what we look, what we perceive is also a kind of food.
通過接觸或者通過我哋聽到、睇到或者我哋想像嘅，其實都係一種食糧嚟嘅，係一種食物嚟嘅。
We call sense impressions.
我哋叫呢啲到感官嘅印象。
And as a human being, we've been nourished, we've been raised up by at least 4 kinds of food.
作為人類，其實我哋係喺嘅成長入邊咧，係受到4種食糧去滋養嘅。
The third one we call volition.
第3樣咧就係我哋嘅願。
The kind of force to push us forward.
係一種力量可以令我哋向前行。
It helps us want to do things.
係令我哋好想做一啲嘢。
And the fourth one that is food of consciousness.
第4樣係我哋心識嘅食糧。
So we have individual consciousness and collective consciousness.
我哋有個人嘅心識同埋集體嘅意識。
I know that today practicing, there's some of us, we come as a group to join our day of mindfulness.
我知道喺今日嘅修習，有一啲朋友係組成咗一組人咁咧一齊修習嘅。
So that's how we come and form up a collective energy.
如果我哋一組人呢，我哋就可以一齊去建立一個叫做集體嘅能量。
So it's really important for us to aware what kind of food, so we can choose to nourish ourselves and to nourish others.
所以我哋一定係需要非常之察覺到我哋係珍惜緊乜嘢嘅食糧去滋養我哋同埋其他人。
There was a day I called back to my family
有一日我打電話返屋企，
and I talked to my father
我同我爸爸交談，
and I asked him,
我問佢：
Daddy, have you ever think that in this such up age that you still have someone to cook for you?
爹哋，你有冇諗過喺你呢一個年紀，仲有人幫你煮飯？
There's still someone that you ask to help you to fold your raincoat when you go out?
仲有人會幫你摺你嘅雨衣，當你外出嘅時候。
And I intend to ask some more questions, but then he stopped me.
我其實仲想問佢多一啲問題嘅，但係佢就停止咗我再問啦。
He asked me, "Are you chanting Prajna Sutra?"
佢問你係咪喺度誦緊心經啊？
I laughed and I told him, "Yes, that is the sutra from the heart."
於是乎我就喺度笑，然後我答佢：係啊，呢一個係從心出發嘅經。
And I asked him, "Have you ever say thanks or appreciate to his partner, my mom?"
我問佢：你有冇同你嘅伴侶講多謝啊？
And he says, "We too old already."
佢答我：我哋已經太老啦。
But in fact, it's not mean that how old we are, but it's always really helpful that we express our gratitude, our love to our family member, right?
其實無論咩年齡，我哋能夠同我哋嘅家人表示呢個感謝係非常重要㗎，係咪？
And after we finish our family meal, we start to clean up.
我哋食完飯之後就一齊去收拾碗筷。
And normally we not concerned that the washing up part, that is also important part.
通常我哋冇諗過，原來洗碗都係好重要嘅環節嚟㗎。
Normally we may think that we have to clean up, finish washing up, and then we can start to enjoy like tea time or dessert.
我哋通常會諗，我哋快啲洗完碗，我哋就可以去享受呢個飲茶嘅時間啊，或者食甜品嘅時間。
If we have that thinking or in tendency, we may lose the spirit of practice.
如果我哋有咁嘅諗法，我哋就可能錯過咗呢個收集嘅機會啦。
Because the spirit of mindfulness practice, every movement, it can become a movement or the moment of practicing.
收集正念嘅精神，其實係你每做一樣工作或者一樣動作，都可以係收集嘅時刻。
So we still can remain our mindfulness while we clean up or wash the dishes.
所以我哋喺呢個收拾碗筷同埋洗碗筷嘅時候，仍然可以保持正念。
And we used to share that when we wash the dish, we can imagine that we are bathing for baby Buddha.
我哋通常會同人分享，當我哋洗碗筷嘅時候，我哋可以想像我哋係同 BB 佛陀沖緊涼。
So our movement will become more gentle and mindful.
咁我哋嘅動作就會變得温柔同埋有正念。
So the practice can remain as long as we are mindful.
我哋嘅收集可以不斷持續，只要我哋保持正念。
Yesterday, our brother and sister have whole day of community work.
琴日我哋寺廟進行咗一個大清潔。
And we were eager to clean up the whole temple before we end our rain retreat.
我哋好想喺完咗結夏之前，可以令到呢個寺廟乾乾淨淨、整整齊齊。
So therefore, we work to 6 p.m.
我哋做到6點鐘，下晝6點。
It is true that we are tired.
真係個個都好攰㗎啦。
So there's some part that we just leave it there.
有啲嘢我哋就咁由佢放喺度。
Like I were trying some things, but I could not finish my task of folding the string.
好似我喺度乾嘅一啲嘢，但係我唔夠時間去將佢收埋。
And after that, around 9 p.m. something, I was walking outside.
跟住喺晚上大概9點零鐘，我喺外出行咗一圈。
And the atmosphere at night really make me feel lighter and more at ease.
晚上嘅氣氛令我覺得好輕鬆。
And when I walked back, I saw the hanging string still there.
當我行返入嚟嘅時候，我見到我嚟曬浪嘅繩仲喺度。
And just naturally, I untie it and fold it without the thinking that I have to fold it.
好自然咁樣，我將佢拆咗落嚟，然之後捲好佢。我冇諗過我需要咁樣做嘅。
So I just fold it leisurely and without hurry.
我就係好輕鬆咁樣去慢慢捲起啲繩。
So I really enjoy each movement that I were doing last night.
由於咁樣，每一個動作我都非常享受。
It's quite common that when we doing something, we have in tendency try to finish it to do another thing.
好正常。我哋當做緊一啲嘢嘅時候，好想快啲做完，然之後可以做下一樣嘢。
So if we still remain that habit, we may lose many chances.
如果我哋仍然保持呢一個習性嘅話，我哋可能會損失咗好多機會。
To enjoy what we are doing or to enjoy our time.
去享受我哋做緊嘅嘢，同埋享受我哋嘅時間。
Yeah. So, as a mindful learner,
所以作為一個正念嘅上網者，
it's really important for us to create our practicing
我哋係好重要嘅，我哋一定要去保持我哋嘅收集，
to enjoy the practice.
然之後去享受我哋嘅收集。
So, when I use the word online,
當我用嗰個字 online 在線，
we may have a tendency that there's a line lead to somewhere.
我哋會有一個習性，覺得有一條線係將我哋聯繫去某一笪地方。
It's also the same, the idea when we say that there's a path to lead to somewhere.
亦都即係等於有一條路帶我哋去某一笪地方。
But in fact, each step that we walk is already that path.
其實每一步我哋行喺呢一條路上邊，已經係呢一條路啦。
So, be a mindful onliner.
所以要成為一個正念嘅上網者，
To choose what nourish ourselves.
去選擇乜嘢係可以滋養我哋嘅。
And as usual, we will have 15 minutes for any question that relate to the practicing.
我哋會有15分鐘嘅答問時間，係關於我哋嘅收集嘅問題，你可以提問嘅。
So now the technical team will help us to see is there any question for today.
我哋負責呢個技術嘅兄弟咧，佢會去睇睇有冇呢個問題。
So we can enjoy one sound of the bell.
喺同一時間，我哋可以享受一下嘅磬聲。
So if there's no any question, I may sing for you a song.
如果冇提問嘅話，我可以唱一首歌俾你哋聽。
There's a question is, when going online, our mind is easier to be taken away as all the information and easy to be grabbed at the same time. So how can we connect with others when we have social distance?
我哋有一條問題係，當我哋上網嘅時候，我哋嘅心好容易被拉走㗎，因為有太多嘅資訊，啦，同一時間有太多嘅資訊。而家我哋係有一個限聚令，只係2人一組咁樣嘅。咁喺呢個情況之下，我哋點樣同其他人聯繫呢？
And the question, how can we connect with others when we have social distance? Yeah. So now I would like to invite all of us to put our hand to our heart.
而家我想邀請大家將手放喺心。
Do we feel our heartbeat now?
當你手喺心嘅位置嘅時候，有冇感覺到係自己嘅心跳啊？
Our hearts are beating at the same time.
我哋嘅心係一齊喺度跳動緊。
And we are breathing at the same time now.
我哋都一齊喺度呼吸緊。
So the distance that we used to say, it's just a geography distance.
我哋所講嘅距離，只係地理上邊嘅距離。
But there's no distance in our spirit.
喺精神上，我哋係冇距離㗎。
So normally in our retreat, before we end our retreat, we used to share like this to all participants, all the practitioners.
通常喺完結呢個禪營之前，我哋會同嚟參加嘅朋友咁樣分享。
That even though when you back home, but remember that when you start your walk, we are walking too.
就算你返咗屋企啦，但係你記得，如果你真正咁樣行路嘅時候，其實我哋係一齊同你一齊行路㗎。
When you are breathing, we are breathing too.
當你喺度呼吸嘅時候，我哋都一齊喺度呼吸。
So with that awareness, we are never practice alone.
而家你有咁嘅覺察，我哋就知道我哋唔係單獨喺度收集。
And not just brother and sister in AIAB, but all our friends in the world, they are practicing like that.
唔係淨係喺我哋亞洲應用佛學院嘅同修兄弟姊妹們係咁樣收集，喺全世界嘅我哋嘅收集者都係一樣咁樣收集㗎。
So the choice is us.
所以選擇權係喺我哋嗰度。
Like when you turn on your computer, so right away you can connect to us.
好似你一開你嘅電腦，即刻你就可以同我哋聯絡上啦。
So by coming back to your mindful breathing, you already connect to us.
所以你翻返去你嘅正念呼吸，你就與我哋相連。
And there's another question relate to practice of working.
另一條問題係關於我哋工作上嘅修習。
How to do our important and urgent work or task without worries and at ease.
我哋點樣去做我哋係好重要嘅工作或者好緊迫嘅工作？點樣可以做起上嚟係好平安自在？
Okay, I share with you my example.
我同你分享我嘅經驗。
I'm sitting here and I'm still nervous.
我坐喺呢度其實好緊張㗎。
But with the habit of practice, I can smile to my nervous.
因為我有呢個收集嘅習慣，所以我可以對我嘅緊張微笑。
The more we practice, so we can easily to transform our worry, our hurry.
我哋如果持續咁樣收集，我哋就容易去轉化我哋嘅緊張同埋我哋嘅擔憂。
So to share honestly that with the practice, we can reduce as much as we can.
可以同你哋分享，以我哋嘅收集，我哋可以盡量減少我哋呢一種擔憂嘅感覺。
So we need to train ourselves a lot.
但係我哋要持續咁樣訓練自己。
We can start with 3 or 5 minutes first.
我哋可以從3分鐘或者5分鐘開始。
Or we set our alarm once every 15 minutes or half an hour to stop and to come back to our breathing.
又或者我哋校一個鬧鐘，每15分鐘或者係每30分鐘，佢會響一次，然後讓我哋停下嚟，翻返去呼吸。
So it can help the quality of our work it get better.
可以幫助我哋嘅工作係更加有效率。
To say without worries or hurry, it depends on how we train our new habit of coming back to the present moment.
呢個係好取決於我哋點樣去訓練自己，去翻返去當下呢一刻，去睇下點樣可以減低我哋嘅緊張同埋憂慮。
First, we need to arrange our time for working.
我哋需要重新去編劃我哋嘅工作時間。
And the second, that is the habit of coming back to the present moment of what we are doing.
同埋去養成一個不斷咁樣翻返去呢一刻，去覺察我哋正在做緊乜嘢嘅習慣。
So for me, at least these 2 practicing can help us to reduce our hurry, our worry while we work.
對我嚟講，呢2樣收集可以幫我減輕喺工作上邊唔會感到太過憂慮或者太過緊張。
And if we can generate this spirit at our workplace, so it's really helpful that all the members can support each other.
如果我哋喺工作間可以有咁嘅精神，亦都對其他一齊工作嘅人有幫助。
So it's true that when we work, we will feel tired.
當我哋工作嘅時候係好正常會感覺係攰嘅。
But it's not mean that we cannot enjoy our work.
但係唔代表我哋唔可以去享受我哋嘅工作。
and I hope that my little sharing can help you somehow.
希望我呢個少少嘅分享可以幫到大家。
And the time of my part almost end.
我負責嘅環節將近到尾聲啦。
So I would like to offer the Sangha and all of you a song.
我好想為大家唱一首歌。
It's named The Impermanent Islands.
首歌嘅名係
Impermanent Island.
無常嘅小島。
It also have the same spirit like the song we sang just now.
同剛才我哋唱嘅一首歌係嘅精神係一樣㗎。
Hope that it can nourish all of us.
希望可以滋養到大家。
In this island, full of unnameable beauties, the grass, the pond, and the trees, the cow enjoy eating, the dogs enjoy walking, and we enjoy our breathing. The greatest beauty of this island, it has the name called impermanence. Leaves fall to grow in spring, mist comes and it goes. We say goodbye and hello. There's an island in my heart that I go. With my in-breath and out-breath, I come home. Observing this island, understanding growth. Observing this island, love grows. There's an island in my heart that I go. With my in-breath and out-breath, I come home. Observing this island, understanding growth. Observing this island, love grows. Observing this island, understanding grows. Observing this island, love grows. Thank you so much for your listening. So now we continue with another practice.
多謝你哋聽我嘅歌。跟住我哋會有另一個收集。
So now I would like to invite Brother Joy Pham Chu to lead this practice.
我哋請梵住天法師。
chia sẻ máy đứng trước đi. Okay. Okay, dear friend, now we sit quite a lot, 1.5 hour roughly. So now I'd like to invite everyone. If you are sitting on a cushion, you can unfold the legs and massage your legs.
各位朋友，我哋已經喺呢度坐咗大約1個半鐘頭啦。如果你係坐喺坐墊嘅話呢，我邀請大家放鬆你哋嘅雙腿，按摩你哋嘅雙腿。
And if you are sitting in the chair, you can also massage your face, your shoulders.
如果你係坐喺凳上面呢，你亦都可以去按摩你嘅面部同埋你嘅膊頭。
And the next activity we will have is a walking meditation.
下一個環節，我哋係有行禪。
Here our temple is very big, so we can enjoy our walking indoor easily.
喺我哋嘅寺廟裏面呢，佛堂係比較大嘅，所以我哋喺室內呢，仍然可以享受我哋嘅室內行禪。
I know that HongKong house is very small, but I hope that you still have enough space to practice walking with us.
我知道呢，香港嘅居住環境係比較細嘅，我都希望大家有足夠嘅空間去享受我哋嘅行禪。
Now I would like to invite everyone. We can stand up slowly.
我哋邀請大家可以慢慢咁樣企起身。
And now, when you stand up already, you can put your hand on your belly.
當我哋企咗身之後呢，我哋可以將我哋嘅手擺喺我哋嘅下腹。
You stand relaxingly.
我哋好放鬆咁樣企喺度。
And you can enjoy your breathing in and breathing out.
我哋享受我哋嘅吸氣同埋呼氣。
You may like to close your eyes.
我哋可能鍾意黑埋我哋嘅眼睛。
So you can really feel your belly rising and falling.
當我哋黑埋眼睛嘅時候呢，比較容易去感受我哋下腹嘅上升同埋下降。
So thank you. Now you can open your eyes.
多謝大家，我哋依家可以開返我哋嘅眼睛。
As we know, in order to success in our practice, we need to practice it regularly and continuously.
如果我哋想收集成功嘅話呢，我哋嘅收集一定係要持續嘅。
That is why in our tradition we try to apply the practice of mindfulness in every activity in our daily life.
所以喺我哋嘅傳承呢，我哋都會將我哋嘅正念收集應用喺生活上每一個環節。
Such as while we are sitting, doing things, using the toilet and walking, we can also apply those kind of practice in our daily life.
例如我哋生活上邊，我哋坐喺度啦、行路啦，或者我哋做緊一啲事，或者甚至去洗手間嘅時候，我哋都係收集嘅。
Now we will together to practice slow walking meditation together.
所以我哋邀請大家一齊同我哋收集慢步嘅行禪。
Many people of us normally we walk, but we don't know how to enjoy our step. We think too much.
我哋好多人可能行路嘅時候呢，都唔會去享受我哋嘅腳步，因為我哋有好多嘅思想。
We worry and fearful about our future, and sometimes we regret about something that already gone.
我哋擔心或者恐懼我哋嘅未來，或者我哋會對過往嘅事後悔。
But with walking meditation is very different. We walk and we can enjoy every step we make.
但係我哋收集行禪呢係好唔同嘅。我哋行路嘅時候呢，就享受我哋每一個腳步。
and we know how to generate the feeling of joy and happiness while we're walking.
我哋行嘅時候呢，我哋知道點樣去讓我哋有幸福同埋開心嘅感覺。
And in Chinese, we have the word an le. An it means peace, and le it means happiness.
喺中文嚟講呢，我哋有安樂呢兩個字。
And peace and happiness always go together.
安樂呢兩個字常常都喺埋一齊嘅。
You can experience by yourself whenever your body feels tired and not relaxingly. Our mind is think too much. It's very difficult for us to be happy.
所以如果我哋感受過我哋身體有一啲嘅攰嘅時候呢，其實我哋好難可以有幸福嘅感覺。
So while we practice walking, we walk normally, we walk relaxingly, and our whole body relax.
當我哋收集行禪嘅時候呢，其實係行得好正常嘅，只要我哋放鬆成個身體。
And even we can offer to ourselves a smile.
我哋亦都俾自己一個微笑。
While we walk, we can focus on the moving of our leg or our foot.
當我哋行嘅時候，我哋去留意我哋隻腳同埋我哋嘅腿點樣去行嘅，個動作係點嘅。
Or we can follow our in breath and out breath while we're walking.
當我哋行嘅時候呢，亦都跟隨我哋嘅呼吸。
And also, if you want to combine your step with your breathing, it's okay.
但係如果我哋進一步呢，亦都可以將我哋嘅呼吸同埋我哋嘅腳步係連結一齊。
While we breathe in, we can take one step.
當我哋行一步嘅時候，我哋就一個吸氣。
While we breathe out, we take another step.
當我哋呼氣嘅時候呢，我哋行另外一步。
So the purpose of our practice is to help our mind calm, our body relax.
我哋收集嘅目的係令到我哋嘅心係可以平靜，同埋我哋嘅身體可以放鬆。
So you can use any method you like, you feel comfortable with.
所以我哋可以用自己覺得最舒服嘅一個方法去收集。
While you practice, if you feel the body is relaxed, the mind is calm, it means that you practice correctly.
所以當我哋收集嘅時候，我哋察覺到我哋嘅心係平靜，我哋嘅身體係放鬆嘅話，即係等於我哋嘅收集係成功。
And for those kind of new practitioner, you can just enjoy to be with your breathing or with your step is enough.
當我哋係初學者嘅話呢，我哋可以選擇去觀照我哋嘅呼吸，或者係我哋嘅腳步已經足夠啦。
But sometimes if we are walking, there is any thought is manifest in our mind. You can recognize it and say hello to it.
但係當我哋進行呢一個行禪嘅時候，我哋有一啲思想出現嘅時候呢，我哋只係去覺察佢。
And you can right away come back to your step and your breathing.
當我哋覺察到我哋嘅思想嘅時候呢，我哋即時可以返去我哋嘅呼吸同埋我哋嘅腳步。
And for those friends, if you practice for a long time already, you are familiar with our practice, you can go further.
但係有一啲同修，如果佢哋係知道呢一個收集㗎啦，佢哋已經係收集咗一段時間，咁我哋就可以再進一步。
You can also observe our breathing, but we also observe our mind is manifest, it come, it stay with us for a while, and it will go.
我哋去覺察我哋嘅呼吸嘅時候，同時如果我哋嘅心有一啲事情出現嘅時候呢，我哋都可以覺察到。
And if we know how to observe the coming, stay for a while and going of our thinking, and we will discover something is very important.
當我哋覺察到我哋嘅思想嚟嘅時候，同埋佢停留一段時間，亦都係會過去，係會離開嘅。我哋係會覺察到一啲其他嘅事物。
We will know that our feeling, our thinking is manifest because of it have enough condition, so it's manifest.
我哋知道，如果我哋有我哋嘅唔同嘅感情情緒嘅時候呢，其實都係有唔同嘅原因條件，佢哋先至會出現嘅。
And we discover that also our thinking and our feeling is also impermanent.
我哋覺察到我哋嘅情緒、我哋嘅思想，其實都係無常，係會變嘅。
It come and it go.
佢係會嚟，佢亦都會離開。
So just by recognize our coming and going, we will get familiar with it.
我哋只係覺察到呢一啲嘅事物嚟啦，同埋離開啦，我哋係可以
So I hope that you can enjoy our walking together. Maybe I just walk one round here, and we will finish our walking.
我哋依家邀請大家同一齊去行禪，或者我喺呢一度呢，只係行一個圈。
So thank you for the practicing.
多謝大家嘅收集。
And now the next activity is total relaxation.
跟住落嚟，我哋有深度放鬆。
it's better if you can find a place to lie down.
如果大家可以揾一個地方係瞓低嘅話，就會比較好。
If not, you can remain just seated in your chair.
如果唔得嘅話呢，我哋都可以坐喺我哋張凳上面。
You sit like you sit for sitting meditation, like our sister said in the beginning.
我哋坐嘅方法呢，好似我哋坐禪一樣，等於我哋頭先法師同我哋講解嘅一樣。
And if you can find a place to lie down, you can lie down with your back, and you don't need to use the very high pillow.
如果我哋可以瞓喺一個地方嘅話呢，我哋唔需要用一個好高嘅枕頭嘅。
And now you may like to put your hand on your belly.
或者依家你係喜歡將你嘅手擺喺下腹。
To feel the rising and falling of your belly.
去感覺一下下腹嘅升降。
The practice of total relaxation is for taking care of our body.
收集深度放鬆係去關照我哋嘅身體。
In our body, in the daily life, there is a lot of tension.
當我哋喺日常生活裏面係積聚咗好多嘅緊張嘅情緒喺我哋嘅身體。
And if we know how to practice total relaxation, even with 3 minutes, 5 minutes, we can release all the tension in our body and recover our energy.
當我哋識得去收集深度放鬆，無論係3分鐘、5分鐘，我哋都可以放下我哋嘅緊張嘅情緒，同埋可以保持返我哋嘅能量。
And when you go back to your work, you can work much better.
當我哋做完深度放鬆，我哋再去工作嘅時候呢，我哋嘅表現係會更加好嘅。
So now we can listen to one sound of bell, and we can aware of our breathing in and breathing out.
我哋依家先聽一下嘅磬聲，我哋留意我哋嘅吸氣同埋呼氣。
Breathing in, I aware of my face. Breathing out, I smile to release all the tension on my face.
吸氣，我覺察到我嘅面部；呼氣，我對我嘅面部微笑，去放鬆我嘅面部。
Breathing in, I aware of my shoulders. Breathing out, I release all the tension in my shoulders.
吸氣，我覺察我嘅膊頭；呼氣，我將膊頭上面嘅緊張放下。
Breathing in, I aware of my arms. Breathing out as you release all the tension in my arms.
吸氣，我覺察到我嘅雙臂。呼氣，我將雙臂嘅緊張放下。
Breathing in, I aware of my legs. Breathing out as you release all the tension in my legs.
吸氣，我覺察我嘅雙腿。呼氣，我將雙腿上面嘅緊張放下。
So thank you for practicing with us. I hope that you can enjoy our practicing.
多謝大家同我哋一齊修習，我希望大家係享受呢一種修習。
And we hope that you can continue our practice at least in this Sunday.
我希望大家係繼續咁樣去修習，最低限度係每一個我哋上網嘅禮拜日可以參加。
And so it's much better if you can maintain your practice in another day.
但係最理想嘅話，就係除咗禮拜日上網同我哋一齊修習之外，其他嘅時間大家都可以繼續修習。
And first and finally, we thank all of you to be there to practice with all brother and sister.
最後，我哋希望多謝大家同我哋所有嘅出家眾喺呢度修習。
And see you next time.
我哋下次再見。